So I go on TikTok, I'm minding my own business, and I go to check my notifications. I want to see what people are saying on my videos. So I go to the latest video that I put out. That is not the announcement about my new album. Go check that out, please. Males all throughout history and this video. Under it, I see a comment that says dense as a brick, saying a whole lot of nothing. Now, knowing what I know now, and the lengths that some people are willing to go to in order to spread their weird ideology, I know that this is probably a sock account. So, I opened the damn sock account. Let's go. Let's see where this takes us, y'all. We're going on an adventure. So, this is a person called whatever. IMHI? I don't know. I literally don't know. Like, I'm not just reading that. I don't know what the fuck. Anyways, so naturally, I go to this person's likes. Click. And these are the first two videos I see right here. Okay? Now, I go to the first one. I'm curious.
And you know what? Let me stop playing for a second and say, first of all, that I love cis women. From here to the moon and back. And I always will. And I will always be arm in arm with you. And I don't really care about some weird minority that wants to talk a bunch of shit about nothing and have a fucking problem and squabble all day long. I love cis women. I love my sisters. I always will. I don't need to understand everything about your experience. You don't need to understand everything about mine. God gave us the ability to ask questions for a reason. Invented the question mark. Crazy how that happened. The other thing I want to say, and this one's going to be a little more harsh, as a rape victim, raped by a man, given an incurable STD because of that experience, a lot of y'all do not give a shit about rape victims. And yeah, you don't even really give that much of a shit about men. You don't care about men. You don't care that men are a problem. You don't care that men rape women. And you don't care about protecting women from sexual assault. Y'all care about getting attention and making money. And I can tell that by the way that y'all talk about other women's experiences and sometimes your own. I can promise you, the last stop to recovery after the years and years of suffering that I endured from being raped by a man was not bigotry. It was not bigotry and squabbling with my sisters down the aisle. Weird.
The projection. Honey, you're a man. And if you can't be honest about that, why would you be honest about literally anything else? I'm not going to psychoanalyze this person. All I know is what they are doing is wrong. So let's be honest. I totally lied when I said I wasn't going to psychoanalyze this person. I'm definitely going to psychoanalyze. I don't know why I said that. I don't know why I said that. I couldn't tell you. But I have a few more things to say. So he's talking about, I'm like, I can't really wrap my head around this because it's really, really bad logic. He's saying that him being raped by a man doesn't lead him to squabbling with his sisters down the aisle. But it's like, one, you're not a sister, and two, why would that lead to that? We're not men. Why would you being raped by a man lead to you squabbling with women? What does that have to do with us? What does you being raped by a man have to do with the rest of us? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's projecting. He's a man. And so he's mad at women talking about men raping them. Because, because he knows that he's a man. Weird logic this guy is employing. And I'm going to show you how I know this person has bad intentions. Let me show you something. I'm going to go to this person's page. His name on here is Ladymisskay. Let's just go through some of these videos, shall we?
turn transgender, 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 turn.
I'm confused. I thought being transgender was something you couldn't control. Yet you're out here suggesting that gay men should transition. Random gay men that you've never met, never talked to. Bro, say that this is a plot to erase gay people and biological sex without telling me this is a plot to erase gay people and biological sex. I mean, shit, I was under the assumption that only doctors could prescribe a trans identity. Now, not only is it someone can identify themselves as trans, self-ID, laws are going into effect all over the world. Now, it's random trans people going out into a crowd and saying, you're transgender, and you're transgender, and you're transgender. What are you, fucking trans Oprah? So every 5'8", slightly chubby gay boy with long hair at the club is really a woman? Are 5'8", slightly chubby gay boys with long hair at the club not allowed to just be gay men? You are sus as fuck. I'm not gonna say what I want to say, but I think we all know what I'm thinking. Let's go on to some other videos just to see. I'm just gonna poke around this person's channel because this is the first one that came up, and I was like, whoa. Let me stop everything and make a fucking video, bro. And just give me a second because I'm about to hook up my fucking camera, bitch. Hello world. Hello world. I'm back for more transgender nonsense. I go scrolling through TikTok. Where were we? We were about to go through this person's entire page to see what's good. What's good? What's the tea? Okay? I'm going to show you what these kind of people get up to when they think only people from their community are watching and listening. So that first video that I showed you, pretty weird. Pretty weird. Pretty weird. Okay. Let's just go right to the next one.
I get comments like these a lot, that I'm showing up in people's dreams, and that's because I'm doing witchcraft on all of you. I use your dream energy to feed my tulpas. I get comments like these a lot, that I'm showing up in people's dreams, and that's...
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to read this thing I found. Narcissism and witchcraft. Unmasking spiritual manipulation. What if narcissism and witchcraft were two sides of the same coin? In this compelling episode of Narcissism Recovery podcast, Yitz Epstein takes a deep dive into the eerie parallels between narcissistic behavior and witchcraft. Epstein, a seasoned narcissistic abuse and relationship life coach, sheds light on how spiritual vampires exploit their victims' vulnerabilities for personal gain. Okay. Now, before y'all come for me, I don't even believe in witchcraft. What I do believe in is energy, and the energy transference that happens when people are being manipulated in mass.
I made a joke about the word doll earlier, and now there's a bunch of cis girls in my comments. Is it a slur? Am I not allowed to use it? Am I not allowed to say that word? Some of you girls pass a little too well to walk up to me and say doll too quickly into our conversation. You gotta start me with hints. You gotta breadcrumb me like an angry horse. You're trying to get down to the pond. Doll? I was gonna ask you for a tampon to try to fit in, bitch. What's going on here, doll? And then you have me scanning, like, I'm gonna be rude. I'm trying to find it. I can't find it. I can't find it. Are you sure? Are you positive? Is this a joke? Some of you girls pass a...
Why would you need... What? Why are people who call themselves transgender women trying to fit in so badly? I thought they were proud of their transgenderism. And I thought nobody could tell the difference anyway. You're asking for tampons? What you gonna do with it? Ma'am, just what the fuck are you gonna do with a tampon? And why would you take that away knowing you can't do anything with a tampon? What if that cis woman, what if that biological woman needs that tampon later and she doesn't have it, so she can't use it and bleeds all over herself? If you are a woman and you're completely and totally comfortable and secure within that identity, why do you feel the need to go out of your way to ask biological women for tampons? Biological women who don't have a period don't do that kind of shit. I'm just saying. Anyway, next video.
I come to you humbly in my muumuu and face mask to present a new weekly series called Ethical Hating. And for the first episode, I'm gonna talk about the girls with the... I want to talk about the block button. I recently made a video about my thoughts on generative AI, particularly in terms of creating art. And a few people were confused why I was blocking so many individuals. This is my best friend. She's a grav bong.
I made her out of a 2-liter.
And I kiss her every time I come in this room. I'd like some mushrooms, please. I am so sorry that the movie I'm winning this Oscar for was apparently incredibly racist.
No thoughts. No thoughts at all.
Y'all know I'm a real ass bitch, and I would never sugarcoat anything, so I'm gonna rip the band-aid off, and I'm gonna tell you this. A lot of the times, my comments on Reels are a lot less annoying than the comments I get on TikTok. I'm in a situation where I've found a woman who I'm so sure her husband is gay. And the thing is, my boyfriend is gay, but me and my boyfriend are a gay man and a gay woman dating each other in a way that I think a lot of y'all are not on.
What do you mean you're gay? Is that what you just said? You called yourself a woman who's gay? You're a man dating a man, but you're a woman that's gay? What are you saying? What are you saying? Hold on.
We do gay shit together. We're a gay couple, we're a straight couple. It's something more than bisexual.
Are you trolling? What do you mean? What are you talking about? This is nonsense. What do you mean?
But her situation is more like, I think your man is maybe face down, ass up on Grindr, and you don't know about it. And it's two different things. So I don't really know what to do about that, because do I say something? Or do I just let him live? And what if he's not gay? Although, I mean, he's gay. But I don't know. Love a woman with a gay husband. Poreless primer and then sticky primer. You girls told me. I have the Skin Fix filter off right now. This is raw camera on the raw face. And my fucking base, bitch? Are you kidding? You girls told me. You girls did that. That's a sisterhood right there. That's a contribution to a communal cause. My makeup is sitting like 6,000 thread count silk sheets, bitch. Egyptian cotton wear. I'm too rich for that at this point. Look at my face. Look at my base. This is crazy. And you girls did that. You girls told me to do that. Hey, Kay, use 2 primers, a pore filling primer and then a sticky primer. And look at my fucking shit. This is permanent. This little eyebrow crease, that's permanent. But the rest of this? Oh. Yeah, because you girls told me. Thank you.
For the record, anyone could have taught you that. Anyone, any human person who has extensive knowledge on makeup and cosmetics in general probably could have told you that. It's not a sisterhood thing. Maybe it's a sisterhood thing for you because you're a man who calls himself a woman and wants makeup advice that specifically comes from actual women so that you can validate yourself as a woman. I can see how you would think it's a sisterhood thing, but generally it's not. Generally, it's a makeup person kind of thing. Generally, it's one person asking for advice on a specific topic and another person giving that advice. There are plenty of women who don't like makeup shit, and for them, makeup has nothing to do with sisterhood. If I was going to relay to you what I think sisterhood is, it's a kind of familiarity between people of the same sex that just so happens to be female. A knowing of our condition, a knowing of our vulnerabilities as people of that sex, and the desire to reach out to that person if they're having troubles that are associated with those specific issues that may come to those of a specific sex, which happens to be female. Just for the record, just so you know, congratulations, you've learned something new today.
You gotta help me, Michaela. You are not black.
And you are not a rapper.
So a while ago, I sat down and talked with Heron Walker about kind of what it's like being a trans woman right now. And now the article is out in the Day's spring issue with Doechii on the cover. You can go read the story online, but it is also going to be in print, or it's in print. I don't know. They're sending a copy to me. But yeah, Jillian Brandstetter, who works with the ACLU, who I just spoke with the other day over a Zoom call, is also featured in the article talking about everything going on. Essence talks a lot about trans nightlife in Chicago and all the contributions she's made for the community, and lots of great people. And the cover is really sickening. The cover is really wonderful. And yeah, I'm officially in print now. So y'all should go to Dazed Digital and read the story. Thank you, Heron. Thank you, Dazed. And thank y'all. So a while ago, I sat down.
Interesting. Maybe I'll check it out.
So I don't know if one of you is actually this stupid, but I did have a dream last night that someone tried to do a spell on me, and I want you to know, I laughed in your face, I critiqued your foot stance, and I closed the door. I'm protected on every level, metaphysical.
There's a lot that I don't like about narcissists, but if there's one thing that I do like about narcissists is that they're generally pretty funny, whether they're meaning to be or not.
Okay, now we're gonna go get coffee, and for everyone who follows me on Substack, rest assured there is a post coming this month. Last month's was a response to my mother's suicide letter, and it was pretty intense. So this month I'm posting a story about a girl who goes to a color analyst thinking that she is an autumn and finds out that she is a true spring, and then plots to kill the color analyst. So stay tuned. Okay, now we're gonna go get coffee, and for everyone who follows me.
And this is why I'm caught in this space where I'm like, are you trolling? Like, 'cause, like, who talks about their mom's suicide letter and then pairs it with someone going to a color analyst as if they're on the same level and then speaking about it so casually? Who do that? That's weird. Even if you don't like your mother, even if you hated your mother, that's a weird thing to do. Strange.
Just left the gym, did the elliptical for 10 sets of I really can't trust white women calling it a yoni. I will intrinsically, I think you are up to something. And you're carrying a knife for me. I really can't trust.
What is a yoni? Yoni is a Sanskrit word that refers to the female genitalia, but in a spiritual context, it symbolizes the divine feminine creative power, often representing the source of life and is associated with the Hindu goddess Shakti. Essentially, it signifies more than just physical anatomy, encompassing energetic and spiritual aspects as well. What do you mean? What the fuck is a female soul? I'm so tired of hearing that shit. What the fuck does that mean, bitch? And nobody has an answer. It's just like it's like feeling. It's like okay, well, it's a list of stereotypes that you're embodying, right? No.
No bass, clout goggles, Doc Martens choker. What do you call it, bitch? Soft grunge, pop quiz. What do you call it, bitch? So, in my experience, 23 was the year of don't kill yourself. Don't kill yourself. So, me, Kirsten, and Emma are the white tigers. We're really powerful. We can turn into white tigers. We have bow and arrows. And yeah, we're hunting you down. So pretend I kind of like jumped, and I jumped like really high in the air, and then I dodged it. Like I just dodged it and it goes right past me. So actually my mom is like a fire goddess, and my dad is like an elf prince who has psychic powers. So I have fire powers, and I have mind reading powers, and also I can turn invisible, and I have fairy wings. No, but I got away. Because I can turn invisible. So don't everybody just pretend it actually didn't work. Like she didn't hit. Like I got away. I can turn invisible. Well, you can't be a white tiger because it's just the three of us. And no, your parents are not. You're just immortal. You're just a regular mortal.
Bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? I guess I'm just too far out of the loop, but I don't understand what this person is going on about. Next.
I need some Odd Future socks. I Rick and Dick t-shirt. Never mind that my eye is swollen. I don't know. I'm going to give you all a very helpful piece of advice. Yes, there's context. Do I know all of what's happening? No, and I don't give a fuck. If you want to talk about trans issues, you can't talk disrespectfully about Cat Black. I am close friends with girls right now to whom Cat Black was foundational and inspirational. She's not small. Man, woman, bitch, whore, cunt, heiress, beggar, disease, health, marriage, divorce, jello salad, bean salad. Just got out of the shower, flawless skin filter.
So like I said in the beginning, I don't know why I said I wasn't going to psychoanalyze this person. I think I was just trying to be nice. But I think we all knew we were going to end up here. So I got so bored with this dude's TikToks. They were kind of funny at first. They were kind of wild at first, but then I just got used to it. And I was like, you know what? Let me dig it a little deeper. So remember that part where he was like, I got this new podcast that's out. Um, and you should go check out the one where I talk about my mom's suicide. I decided to go check that out. It is so wild. So crazy. I'm gonna put in excerpts. Just gonna let you see where I'm coming from. Because this thing is like 8 minutes long. So I definitely cut it down a bit to the parts that I think are the most relevant to the conversation. And you can judge for yourself, but I'm going to make my own judgments at the end. And, we can have a conversation in the comments if you guys want. So, yeah. Check this out.
Response to a suicide note. From one cursed woman to another. By Kay Poyer. Hey Mom. In keeping with business as usual, it's been a long time since I've talked to you. I have dedicated myself to a practice of general unreachability, and it's really nothing personal. As it turns out, getting away from you was not enough to fix things. You infected everything, everyone I knew. Craig, Lonnie, Michelle, Dawn, other Dawn, Chad. I want to ask them silly things like, how's work going? Is the pay any better? But you're hanging there behind them, tight-browed and smiling. I guess I just can't work up the courage to face that. You. So I don't text back, I don't return calls. I just go to work wearing your perfume, and I pretend none of you exist, like I simply emerged from the seafoam without any mother or father. Sadly, I see now that I was carved from your rib. The part one actually liked was the 3 pages after of instructions for refilling my prescriptions. That has single-handedly molded my entire conception of humor. I'm a bitch too. People keep dancing around saying it, as if I'm not trying. I've come to respect Brits because they refer to me as an agony aunt, which I guess translates to bitch who writes. It's funny, I only recently stopped to think about how you used to write too, and post videos and care about fashion. You never aged either. It's like your face froze at 21, some mercurial property about you welded in place, encased in porcelain. I think about how you acted, how you were the coolest and sweetest girl I knew, but just such a massive bitch. We would have been best friends, I think, in another life. Or, you could have been me and I'd be you, and I'd just tell Dad to leave so we could get ahead of things. If I don't believe that Jesus rejects those who jump from chairs, which I do not, then I must also question the idea that death is a release from pain. I hope you're thankful that I ask more questions than you did. But in all of your terror and rage, you were just so glorious, like a goddess from some ancient myth, star-crossed with her fate. I wouldn't change you, and I know I couldn't. But I'm trying to ask you something, because my heart still beats, and for that reason I am selfish. Did you do it to get the last word? Vacuum the house, mop the floors, feed the dogs, tighten the belt and jump, so that he'd have to confess to everyone what he did? Because if so, you must know he didn't. He flew your whole family out, paid for their hotel rooms, and spoke at your funeral. Did you do it because we were both leaving you? In my defense, I was all but forced into college, and I was not very good at it either. I know I was too late, but I did come back when you died. I still refuse to leave. I'll refuse as long as you like if that was indeed the reason. Or was it the most likely scenario that since I was born, you were living on borrowed time? That's what you said in your old journals, the ones you forgot to burn. I have them all in that gnarly green trunk you left. They smell like shit, you know. All of these young girls nowadays romanticizing the scent of a dusty library, beaten leather and time-worn pages. What a load of shit. Anyhow, I plugged my nose one night and I read them all. I know what happened in those years you disappeared. Nobody knows where you were except for me. And as it just so happens, I disappeared at 18 too. You left, and I lost myself, and I just shut my eyes behind the wheel. But you should know I had to look at everybody you left behind, and promise them I wouldn't follow you. They wouldn't leave me alone for months. I couldn't have a meal, go for a walk, or even take a fucking nap without my pockets being checked for sharp objects. I bought your sister weed, and smoked it in the Hilton with her. I had the worst sex of my life 1,000 times over, and I barely remember any of it. I did a bunch of drugs, I got too skinny, and worst of all, I got spiritual. But I came back, Mom. I'm doing all the things you didn't get to, and all the things you should have, but didn't. That second bit really fucking sucks. I feel like I ruined your life. You got stuck with me, and because of that, you got stuck with Dad, and you didn't get to be a big-shot journalist or perfumer or poet. But I think I saved you for a little bit too, before I was just another you. I have a boyfriend now. You might have noticed him from above. His name is Alex, and I intend to marry him. I'm taking his last name and your middle name, and my dress will be a strapless cream number with a veil, so long it'll put Mother Mary to shame. I will be a gorgeous bride. He's wonderful to me. I remember you leaning down in front of me and saying, "You wait to get married until someone treats you like the sun shines out of your ass." Your eyes were so wide, wagging your finger to hide it trembling. He really does, Mama. You would have truly loved him. He's too smart, shy at times, but miraculous like the inside of an abalone shell. I suspect you may have sent him to me, a romance to challenge my ambition. Maybe we're cursed women. I found out about your grandmother too, how she died the same exact way. But my teeth are steel, my tongue a sawed-off shotgun, and I have grabbed God by the throat more than once and spit in his watchful eye. I am bigger than curses and blessings, and I eat so fast I often forget to chew. I will not go back. I carry that picture of you, the only one I have from your wedding, and I kiss it gently each night after wiping the gore from my blade. You are the worst, I love you. I forgive you. Thanks for reading the quiet part. Subscribe for free to receive new posts and support my work.
So, if I'm analyzing this correctly, and there is a chance that I am, this man wants to become his mother. Perhaps he feels like becoming his mother will somehow take away the pain of her dying and leaving him. Probably feels a lot better to him to embody his dead mother than just to admit that his mother is gone and he is just a gay man. That's what I take from all of this. Towards the end, I definitely do lay out some of the reasons for why he does what he does. However, none of the bad shit that's happened to him is an excuse for the stuff that he's doing right now on TikTok. None of it is an excuse. Abusive people are abusive because they want to be and they like to be. There's this misconception that's been going around since the beginning of time with humans where it's like, oh, hurt people, hurt people. That's not true. That's not true. People who have been hurt, who don't want to hurt others, do not do that. Or if they do it, they apologize right after and then they never do what they did again. Like, I'm not thrilled that this person has had a not so great upbringing. But that's a lot of us. I know a lot of people who have had pretty bad upbringings, and whether or not they use it as an excuse to harm others is a personal choice that they made for themselves. And I'm gonna leave it there. I've been Reslinda. This channel is called Resactionary, and I will be back for more content some other time. Peace.